How's it going, Miles?
Uh, Good. It's good. Life is good currently.
That's good. That's good. I don't want to tell you that life should be bad. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. How was your winter break?
It was nice.
That's good. That's good. What did you do over winter break?
Uh, Trying
D
to
and D.
think about what
Yeah.
I did. I did do a little D&D.
There we go.
I talked with some people who did D&D.
Uh-huh.
Also, me and some of my friends. I don't know. I met a lot of people because of Discord, because Discord exists. Woo, that's a thing. I'm so happy for that.
Hmm.
Um, so I met a lot of people on there. Also, I talked with one of my friends about the logistics of how a certain piece of clothing would work because we were looking at like this thing, and that person is really geared towards looking at everything that a character wears and being like, how could I cosplay this?
Hmm.
And oh boy, that was that was fun. Uh, yeah, that's what I did for winter break. Just talked with people.
That's exciting. Yeah, yeah, no, it's. I mean that I think that's part of the best part about breaks is when you get to talk to people with no restrictions. Um,
Social interaction, yay.
Social interaction. Yes, I can't. Unfortunately, I didn't have as much. I wasn't as popular as you are. So my friends all had work apparently because they had to, because they were adults. That was very frustrating. Now apparently not everyone gets winter breaks when you're in the real world. Uh,
I
that's
feel
that's
like
a
that's very
fortunate
true.
unfortunate part of life. Yeah. Um, Hello everyone. We'll get started in a second. We are going to do a little bit of a today won't be really instructional. It'll be more of a feedback recap and funner day ish. We'll do instruction on Friday this week. To get started with, what I want you to do is I will put you in your breakout rooms in a second. Um, what I want you to do is I want you to talk about within your groups, answer or any or all of the following questions. I have three questions written out over here. So one question I want you to consider, well, you could potentially talk about is that what was the dumbest thing you did over winter break? Hopefully you didn't do anything dumb. But if you are like me, you did do something dumb because, well, I'm kind of a dumb person. So what I did on my over winter break was I had a water bottle, and then like it was one of those where it's like the cap like sort of like seals. And so unfortunately what I did do is I didn't seal the cap, and so I spilled water on my mouse. And I had a really nice mouse because I like nice mice. And then usually when you get your electronics wet, you're supposed to stick it in rice, or you're supposed to dry it out with like a hair dryer or something. But because I am not very smart, I kept trying to turn it on and off to see if it would magically fix it. Oh, that was so dumb. Especially now that I'm thinking about it, I was really dumb. And I kept turning it on and off to see if it would magically work, and then I ended up breaking it more than it actually was. And it could have been rescued, I think, but I definitely did not rescue it. And as a physics teacher, I should definitely know better because water and electricity should not mix. Do not mix. Uh, Water and electricity do not mix. Yes, I know Lamau, lol. Yes, I
Very
know.
disappointed. Very
Yes, I'm very. Yes, you are. You should be questioning whether or not I'm qualified to teach you physics if I'm capable of doing something so dumb. But I just want you to know that, hey, we all do dumb things. You should don't be embarrassed about it. I'm telling you right now because I do feel, I'm telling you right now to make myself feel better. But yes, just want you to know that no matter how dumb you are, um, okay, no, that sounds super. No, 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 no. That's no, that well, no matter no, what I should say is we all make mistakes, and don't feel bad about them. It's okay. Even when you grow up and you become a teacher, you still make mistakes. So as you're well aware. So that's what I'm going to say. So that was the dumbest thing I did over winter break. What is the coolest thing I did over winter break? The coolest thing I did over winter break was I installed the McDonald's app for the first time. because I don't know if you were aware of this, but McDonald's was having hell like I'm sure you saw it like on Facebook. There were McDonald's had hella ads, and some other place there's some other had hella ads, and they were doing this like 2 week or holiday promotion where they're like giving out free stuff or giving out these really good deals and stuff. So I got a, for example, like I got a free McChicken from like McDonald's app. I got like your $1 fries. I got a half price McFlurry. I haven't had a McFlurry in probably like 2 decades. But I got a half price McFlurry. You make McDonald's for free either way. Yeah, so not all of us gets McDonald's for free. Some of us actually have to pay for ours. So getting anything for free for me is great. So that was so anyways, now I just feel like I'm a corporate shill, or I'm just like sponsored by McDonald's, and I'm trying to like subconsciously like subliminally like get encourage all of you to McDonald's. I'm not that. I'm a teacher. So, and as a teacher I should say McDonald's is unhealthy. It's very fatty foods. Don't eat McDonald's. But as a person, I can tell you is McDonald's fries are the greatest things on earth, and I will defend them until they die, until I die. So McDonald's is really good. That was one of the coolest things I did over winter break. The other cool thing I did over winter break was I went on Craigslist and I got a water cooler for my computer because I'm that kind of person. And Craigslist is super sick, and you can always get some cool, great deals when you scour Craigslist. So Craigslist is cool. And then what did I finally do that I was putting off for forever? So usually what this entails is you do a lot of boring stuff. So for me, I kept putting off getting maintenance on my car. My maintenance on my car, I had like the light on, and I said I needed maintenance. Okay, it wasn't okay. It wasn't like my car was broken. It was more like I needed my regular 5,000-mile checkup or whatever. So before you start judging me that saying that I don't take care of my car, I just needed to take it for the checkup. It was totally fine. I did need to get new tires though. I will say I didn't get new tires. Shout out to Costco. Shout out to my mom's Costco membership for hooking me up with some good deals there. So Costco's great. I had to get a dentist appointment, which I've been needing for a while. I had to do a bunch of boring teacher stuff. And then I also listened to both of T Swift's new albums, which I've been putting out for a while. Both of them are actually very good. Um, a lot of T Swift's later stuff has been very poppy. I don't like that because OG Taylor Swift is very country. And is country, and I'm not a huge country person, but I am a big T Swift fan. So when both of her albums are very good, I would highly recommend them if you are interested. Um, so within your groups, you can share just share how your winter breaks went. I'm gonna put you with your regular OG groups. Just share how your winter breaks went. Talk about some, if you wanted, you can talk about these questions, and then I will we'll give you maybe 15, 20 minutes to talk about it. And then I'll pull everyone back into our main group, and then we will continue with bigger and better things. So yeah, give me 1 second. Um, I think I open groups right now. Um, Let me know if it isn't. I think they should be the same as last semester, I think. How's it going, Camila? Camila, we're just talking about what our winter breaks right now. I just put you in a regular group. So if you want to join your breakout room, you can just talk about your winter breaks.
You interrupted me, Mr. Hu.
Yes, I'm well aware. I was 99% sure that you were going to say the exact same thing, and I knew it. I knew you were going to say that, but I chose to do it anyways, telepathically. I knew that you were mid-sentence, and I'm like, I'm going to cut Kimberly off because I don't want her to finish her sentence. So trust me, I know everything. That's what happens when you're a teacher. You start knowing everything. So what I want to do now is I want to recap last semester. So overall, I think everyone actually did really well. Like legitimately, I think everyone did really well. I'm very impressed. I think if anything, maybe everyone did too well. That might need to change. I have college professors who take pride in how low their test scores are and how many people like are doing horribly in the class. On average, a lot of my physics classes, on average, the average for tests were like 40 or 50%. And I remember one time in one of my math classes, the average was like a 90, and the college professor, my professor was like, it was way too high. It's like, this is way too high. And so what he ended up doing was making the final brutally hard. And everyone just did really badly on it. And so maybe I should do that. Maybe I should make it the class. Okay, I know we don't have tests, but maybe I should do tests. Maybe I should ruin all of your self-esteems and just make you hate this class even more than you already do. And just say, this class is so hard. I hate my teacher because he makes this class super hard. I'll consider it. But no, I don't actually plan on doing it. Overall, I'm actually very happy. I think overall, I'm actually very impressed. There was a lot of brilliance. A lot of people had some really good. I liked all your assignments. I really like what you're thinking. I liked where everyone is. There was a little bit too much last minute brilliance. My goal is to try to make that more consistent. I know as in general, as a rule of thumb, the best essays you write are an hour before they're due. Our goal is to maybe not do that quite to this degree this year. Our goal is to always have you doing good stuff. So that way it's not quite as extreme. But I will be going to, try to maintain a little bit more consistency. I'll do my best there. Another thing I want to say is that group work is promising. I've seen some good results. I've seen some really good groups, but I know it's very imperfect. Group work in general is always very difficult to do in person, and it's even harder to do over Zoom. So I'm well aware of this. Trust me, it's not just you. I'm going to try to shuffle groups around a little bit this semester to try to improve group chemistries. If your group is working well, then I'm not really planning on changing anything. But for groups you feel like you want a little bit more better, stronger group work, I will try to mix things up a little bit to try to help everyone around here. To do this, to help me along here, there's a group work survey on Canvas that I want you to fill out. That is your asynchronous assignment for this Wednesday. It should take you no more than like 3 minutes. Just fill that out. Let me know what kind of group work situation you would prefer to be in, and then I will try to make it happen. I will try to shuffle things around a little bit just to try to get some better group work here. But if you want to work individually, you should also let me know, and I think at this point, I think I'm totally okay with that as well. So that's for group work. It's kind of a tough subject. Some keys to success. What I want to say is that overall, people who did the best, overall people, not everyone, everyone's best work came when they felt comfortable with starting somewhere and making an attempt at a solution. So what this means is that it's not about starting with the right track or knowing the right answer off the bat. It's really just starting somewhere and literally anywhere, and then trying something, and then learning from that, and then asking questions from there. I think that's very important. It's just this idea of I'm just going to start somewhere, anywhere, and then I'm going to try to go from there. And then I don't care about reading right or wrong. I just care about you making attempts. I really liked it when people were just like, see, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try that. I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I'm just going to keep trying things, and eventually, learning from that. So I really like seeing that, and I want to maintain that over this semester. I want to see people, keep trying to do things, keep trying to, work hard, and keep trying things out. So that's what I'm planning on maintaining this year, this semester, and that's the key to success. I want you to remember. Really, just start somewhere and just keep making attempts. The hardest part is knowing where to start, or knowing not where to start, but having the confidence to start. And once you start, I think it becomes a lot easier from there. So as the natural follow-up to last semester, what's going to happen this semester is A lot of things, the good things will be staying. And I'll be making some other changes as well. In terms of asking for help, there are sort of two categories of people: people who are good at asking for help, and people who are like me, who are not so great at asking for help. For those of you who are good at asking for help, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start teaching you how to debug your own answers and questions. What this means is start having you sort of self-assess yourself, figure out where you are, figure out, you know, figure out your own mistakes, figure out how to answer your own questions. So that's an important skill of independent problem solving, is the independent part. Being able to ask questions, but also being able to, you know, do a lot of that problem solving, that little bit of checking your work yourself is also a very important skill. So that's something that I will start, you know, doing a little bit. I'm trying to show you how to do that, show you how to become better at that. So that is one thing I plan on doing. For those of you who are like me, I'm really bad at asking for help. If you don't believe me, I will tell you what I do. So if you go to a store, right? So I'm sure this is happened to you at some point. You go in a store, you need something, you can't find it. What do you usually do? You usually ask the person who works there, like, hey, where can I find this? So if you're like me, if you are like me, which I hopefully none of you are, but I'm sure some of you might be. What I do is I don't ask people for help. So what I'll do is I'll literally circle around the store for like 2 hours, and I'll search through every single aisle, and I'll try to figure out where something is. And I won't be able to figure it out because I'm way too proud to ask for help. That actually ends up being very counterproductive. So for those of you who are like me, and you don't like asking questions, I'm going to start making you ask me some questions. I'm going to start making you ask me some questions. So yeah, it's a good habit. Weekly participation survey. So this is something I want to do is I know a lot of you are, this is something I want to keep promoting, is try to encourage consistency, try to keep everyone from falling behind. So for Wednesdays, I have a weekly participation survey that's going to be due on Wednesdays. And the same link will be used every time. This is just so I can get a track, I see how people are going, how people are in terms of their work, where people's understanding of the material is. That's also helpful for me. And also just for me to check and see how groups are going too. So I just want you to turn this in every Wednesday, and that'll be your asynchronous assignment. And that'll just help me and help everyone sort of get a gauge of where everyone is and try to keep things consistent and moving along. It won't be due this Wednesday because we aren't learning anything new today, but we'll start doing it next week. In terms of a group assignments, last but not least, in terms of group assignments, I can and I expect all of you to work on assignments as a group. Well, you should work on assignments as a group, but you don't have to. But this time I want individual submissions from everyone. So what this means is I don't want a single Google Doc that everyone shares. So everyone's document should have their own writing. Your answers will probably be the same if you're working together, and that's totally okay. But I want everyone's document to have their own writing. I should be able to tell that it's your own voice. And the reason why I want to do this is because it helps me know how much you know versus how much your group knows. Because it's very possible that your group knows everything perfectly, but you as a student maybe don't know everything quite as well. And so it helps me figure out what everyone knows and helps me figure out how I can help people. It also helps accountability within the group because within a group, it helps everyone, make sure that everyone is, doing their best and, contributing as much as they can to the group. And so if you have to, work on if you have to submit things by yourself, right, it's part, it helps improve accountability. So that's what I expect is everyone should have their own Google Doc with their own writing. And so that way helps me know how much you actually know. But if you're working together, your answers will probably be the same, and that's okay. It's just that your writing should be in your own words. So for what I want you to do now is I want you to spend some time talking in your groups. I want you to spend some time talking about the things that went well in this class and in your other classes. I just want you to talk about some things that went well and things that didn't go so well across your classes. And the reason why I want to do this is I want to get a chance to get everyone's feedback and just try to figure out how to incorporate this for this semester. I do listen to everyone's feedback. I know one of my students last period who I get along really well with. She literally stayed at the end of class just to make sure that I heard what she was saying. And she pretty much just said like, oh, we want this, or we don't like it when you do this. So it was actually very helpful for me. So I do appreciate honesty and I do listen to it. So, and it's okay. If you didn't like anything in this class, I respect that. But I do want you to let me know so that way I can try to improve it for you and for everyone. So feel free to be honest with the, you don't need to you don't need to flatter me with how much you love me and how much I'm your favorite teacher. You don't have to do that. So I'll put you back in your bigger rooms, and we'll take some time. And I'm sure you'll finish early, but I'm gonna go around and try to get everyone's opinions in here. So if you finish talking about things, you can just catch up on your break or get to know each other a little bit. I'm gonna try to get feedback from everyone before I bring everyone back. So I'm gonna open bigger rooms again, and then I will try to get everyone's opinions. Yeah. Hello, did I cut you off again, Kimberly?
You cut Sione off this time, so.
I don't feel bad. Okay, so we got a minute left. So thank you all for letting me know. I know today wasn't, I'm well aware that of everyone's mindset. So we're not really, that's why I didn't want to do any instruction today. So thank you for letting me know all your thoughts, and I'll take all of your feedback in consideration for this semester. I think I was able to get to everyone. So, and again, if there's something that comes up, you should let me know. I'd always be happy to take into consideration. You don't have any homework, obviously, because you haven't learned anything today. Your only asynchronous assignment on Wednesday is to fill out the group work survey. There are 2 surveys on Canvas. One of them is the weekly one, and one of them is the group work one. You only have to do the group work one because that one is helpful for me to know where I should put you in terms of groups for this semester, if I should keep things the same, if I should let you work individually. So just let me know, and I will make it happen. Other than that, I think that was. Oh, another thing that came up as well is this is something that you should let me know if helpful for you. So I know that so in general in this class I have pretty flexible due dates. If you feel like hard deadlines are better for you as a person, let me know, and I'll make hard deadlines for you, and that way I can it'll help me will help you and sort of keep yourself accountable. So if you feel like hard deadlines are better, let me know and I'll make hard deadlines for you. Otherwise, it's still going to be soft deadlines. So if you feel like you like having flexible deadlines, nothing's going to be changed. But if you feel like you benefit from hard deadlines, just let me know and I will make it happen. Other than that, I think that's it. I will see you all on Friday. Enjoy your enjoy your free days, 3 days until then, and then I will see you all on Friday.
Thank you.
Farewell.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mr. Hugh.
See ya, Shone.